My name is Veronica Stubblefield. I'm a hairstylist.
My name is Cassandra Stubblefield, and I'm a truck driver. So, we got together in 2012. Probably, I would say maybe 2 years after we got together, we decided that we wanted to start the journey to become parents. But we ended up meeting him, and we loved him from the very beginning. Like, he made us feel comfortable. He made us feel welcome. Like, we knew that everything was gonna work out eventually with Dr. Parry. Choosing to be the parent was the easy part. Doing the work to become a parent was our hard part, because we had a lot of ups and downs with this whole process, but finally, we made it.
Well, we knew we had to end up going through fertility because of being same-sex couple. So everything we had to do, we had to find it. So when we got with Dr. Parry, he introduced us to IUI. And we started with IUI first, and that we didn't succeed on IUI. So then he ended up telling us about IVF. And so we ended up going through IVF. We went through, we actually lost 2 babies during the IVF trial. That was, I felt like that was the only way that, as far as being same-sex couple, that we was able to do was just, go through fertility to become parents. Our option of, if it didn't succeed, we were open to adoption, but we wanted to try ourselves, try it first, take that step first.
Once we got in the door, we felt comfortable. Like, nobody made us feel, uneasy, unwelcome.
And from the start, you can just say his team of everybody we have ever met from the beginning has been like family.
Right.
They have been there with us through our ups and our downs. They pray with us, they cry with us. Like, I tell anybody when we talk about our story, we was like, it's like our second family. We never felt like not welcome or judged or anything. So that was a plus for us. That was a big plus.
Big plus.
Okay, I was the carrier for those 2. The first one that we lost was August of 2018. And going through the process, it was emotional. It was scary because I've lost in previous, I lost before. And so going through the process, I was scared. But, I had my wife and I had the team that was, encouraging me or whatever. So everything was going good. And it was just one day I ended up, was spotted or whatever. And I called Dr. Parry and them, and I came back. I was out of town actually. So when I got back, I ended up going to get checked or whatever, and I ended up had lost the baby. Then after the timing, we wanted to try again. So I had dealt with some fibroids and cysts and stuff, so had to get those. And so when I had that loss with the baby in 2018, you question, you try to see what went wrong or something like that. So after then, we had found out I had fibroids and stuff, and it was on my lining. So that was another thing that was like a kind of confirmation that where my fibroid was, that it probably the baby wasn't gonna survive anyway. So after then, we tried again. It was rough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after the loss, we always wanted a child. So we already, like she said, we discussed about her trying. And before we came to our consultation, we actually ended up calling Dr. Parry. But before we went to him, we had sit down and talk. I was like not even, I was mentally and emotionally not ready to try again. But I wanted a child, and I knew that she was willing to do it. So we both finally came, and we was like, I was like, it's your turn. You're gonna have to do it this time.
I will say that after the 2 times that it didn't work, and then after the 2 losses that we had with Dr. Parry, like every time he always reassured us, and especially her, that it's nothing that he sees that is wrong with her. And then we really got our answers for sure after they did the testing on the fetus for the last loss that we had. Like, it's nothing that he can see or anything to say that she doesn't need to try anymore. He's always like uplifted us and said he's ready whenever we're ready. Like, Dr. Parry has truly been like a blessing for us. Like, not just, giving us the opportunity to go through the fertility, but just actually being there, hearing us out, like being that positive. And then, with him having so much experience, and then, we didn't know that he was just so well known that we know now. But with him having so much experience and being able to shed light on so many different things, like it made us feel like we can do this. Like we've never going through this process with him. We've never felt like it's not gonna work. Like, he's never made us, even with our doubts, our personal doubts, he's never made us feel like this is not gonna happen for us. He's always like gave us that positivity. So that really helped also.
Everything throughout the journey, everything was positive. We didn't have no negativity or anything, because you always think that same-sex couple, we're going to get judged or anything like that. No, it was just positivity throughout the whole process that we had been through. So everything was just met.
Once you make the decision to become a parent, go for it. Like, don't let anything deter you from living your dream. If you want to become a parent and you want to do it in the, going through fertility,
don't be ashamed of it. It's okay to do it. There's nothing wrong with doing it, either it's IVF or if it's IUI, whatever it is. It's okay to do it. And all now, it's still your child at the end of the day. And if you have some bumps in the road, like I did, don't give up. That's one thing that I learned throughout the journey. Your journey can go easy and sometimes it can go hard, but don't give up, because at the end, you're gonna get your sunshine and you're gonna get your rainbow. Or if it's just your first child, or whatever the process may be, no matter how hard the road may get, don't give up, because like us, our road was heavy. We had bumps in the road, but we didn't give up. If we would have gave up, we wouldn't have had this little girl right here.
Yeah, but it's all worth it though.